Hey everyone, Vazzy back here, and today I just wanted to do a video giving my thoughts and overall impressions on the NHL 24 playtest that just ended this past Sunday. Overall, I think there was a lot of good and a lot of bad that came from the playtest, just in regards to new features, new gameplay, and new additions to the game this year. So I just wanted to go over the reveal trailer here again and just kind of talk about all the different new additions to this year's game and kind of give my thoughts on it. So let's get into it. I do just want to start by saying, unfortunately I didn't have as much time as I thought to play the playtest here this year. I got in a decent amount of games early on, but work came up a little bit later on, so didn't get to play as much as I would have liked to. So getting things off, the crossplay in HUD and World of Shell, not much to say about this. Again, it is super nice that we can have teams of different consoles playing together and all that. Again, yeah, not too much to say. Great feature, nothing wrong with it at all. Up next, the exhaust engine. Overall, this is a feature in-game. I absolutely love the principle of it. It's something that you see in the real NHL all the time. Teams get hemmed in their zone, it's just too much pressure and all that. I just find with this year's game, it's too easy to build up that pressure. And I don't know, I think that can be tweaked. It's a great addition to the game. I think it's overall it's a great idea that EA actually added it in. It's making it more like the real life NHL, but I think it just it requires some kind of tweak just to make it a little more balanced, just make it not as easy to get hemmed in your own zone. So overall, yeah, I do really like that, but could use a little bit of work. And I think a lot of people have been saying that, so I'm assuming that'll get kind of tweaked heading into the official release here coming up in about a month or so. And I saw something, I think, that you need to clear it for 5 seconds or something to get rid of that pressure. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but and goalie fatigue here coming up. This is something, again, I really like the idea of it as a principle. Overall, great idea. It happens in the real life NHL. It happens too often. That's the issue right now. You do see that a lot of the time, goalies sprawling out and all that. In the real NHL, as they get tired, as they're hemmed in their own zone and all that. It happens too much. I think that needs to get tuned down just a little bit heading into the official release. And right here, they're on the new hitting mechanics and physics and all that for this year's game. This is something I wasn't the biggest fan of. It is quite a big adjustment from last year's game to this year's game. As I think a lot of people have also been saying and kind of realizing. I just wasn't able to get a hang of it over the course of the playtest from what I played. I just found I was glancing off a lot of people. I'm sure it's something that'll come with time, that we'll just get used to it and all will be normal. But yeah, I was having issues lining up those big hits, and something I just hadn't really got the hang of, unfortunately. The reverse hits, I really did like those. They're a lot of fun. Unfortunately, when it comes to hitting into the bench and breaking the glass, I didn't really see that as much as a lot of people had said they had been seeing that, but that's maybe just me. So up next here is a little bit of the controversial total control skill stick controls, whatever they're calling it now here. I used this for a little bit. I was not a fan. I know it's supposed to make it easier for casual players coming to the game, but I find it takes away a lot of that skill gap where you can just hit Michigans with a button. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of it overall. Here's the thing that I think I probably was the biggest fan of. I love the new passing additions to this year's game, being able to hit the button of a player that you wanted to go to. So many times in years past, you try to pass it to a player, it goes to someone that's completely the wrong one. When they have the letters above their name of where it's supposed to be going, it makes it just a lot easier, a lot cleaner, and it makes the gameplay a lot better, I find, as well. There's some more gameplay of that. One-touch passing, absolutely love this addition as well. Overall, the passing, I thought it was really good in this year's game. Some great additions. One-touch passing just made it a lot more snappy, a lot more quick. Again, just more like the NHL. Overall, really good addition. This is something I can say I didn't touch at all. Any of the goaltending stuff, unfortunately, just not my thing. I'm not the biggest fan of goaltending in the NHL series. With the new tether control, I know that's been a bit controversial as well here in the community. They did say that's going to be an option. You can have it turned on or off, I believe, which is good. Overall, having its options are always good. Instinct system, again, same thing. Didn't really try any goalie out, haven't played in a while. Don't really have any feedback on that, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that's really here the NHL 24 trailer, and some of my thoughts here on the beta. Overall, 100% I agree with what a lot of people are saying. This is a totally different game from previous years. I've been really thinking about it, like, since NHL 20, we really haven't seen any substantial changes to the game in regards to gameplay or anything like that. Sure, there's some examples, small stuff that's come up, but for the most part, it really just has remained very stagnant. You cannot say that with NHL 24. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. A lot of stuff I'm sure is going to be tweaked and modified slightly here heading into the official release. But overall, from the amount I played, I actually really did enjoy my time with the game. So overall, I hope heading into this year's release, it stays like that and we get a really good game for NHL 24. So that's going to do it for my quick impressions of NHL 24's beta, playtest, whatever you want to call it. Definitely let me know down in the comments, what did you guys think of this year's beta playtest? Overall, I'm very curious to see what you guys think. I've seen a lot of feedback from the community, and it's always good to see more of that. So definitely let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video.